Hello, this is a video from Stats and Tech, just giving you a quick introduction of how to use the TI-84 or TI-83 plus or any Texas Instrument calculator for the statistics course. Okay, just a quick introduction. Alright, so as you can see here, we have just a basic calculator, and this is an algebraic calculator, but we do use it in statistics to calculate some functions. So first thing I want to talk about is the stat button. So with our stat button, we're able to edit and put our list of actual data entries. And then we have under still the stat button, calculate. So we have 1var stat, 2var stat, linear regression functions, and also other functions down here that you may use in your course. And over here under tests, it's not just tests. These are tests and intervals. So we have a z-test, t-test, 1 and 2 sample tests, as well as the interval start for this calculator start down at number 7. So here are your intervals, and then some other tests you may use in your course, and intervals as well. So I normally hit the second mode button to get out of the screen so I can start over. So you'll see me do that pretty frequently, the second mode. So that's the stat button. Then we have our vars button. And with the vars, normally you use this stat functions that's under the vars if you're going to use it. So I'm going to go down to number 5. And here you can see some of your symbols. So you can actually calculate some of the things. So N, remember, is your sample size. Here's your sample mean. Here is your summation symbol. So you can use some of the functions under this vars button. Then we have second vars. Second vars is where you'll find some of your distributions, as well as there's inverse norm, inverse t, where you're calculating your x or z value. You have the binomial function. Oh, it went too fast. Under vars, so notice I did the second button and then the vars, and that DISTR just means distribution. Alright, next we have the math button, just right here. And again, these are some algebraic terms that you are familiar with, or maybe familiar with, but then we have some probability right here. So this is random, permutation, combination. This is factorial, so you may be able to use some of these under your math function. Now, one key important thing is when you're graphing in statistics, you don't want to hit the graph button as is. You want to put in your data, run it however you need to run it, and then we're going to look at how do we actually graph. So second y equals, right here, it's in blue, it's a stat plot. So this means it's going to be graphing your statistics as opposed to a line. Okay, and under the stat plot, let me just turn it on. We have our different types of graphs that we work with. So depending on the graph that you're working with, this feature will change as well. Okay, so we have a lot of different graphs that you can utilize in this Texas Instrument calculator for statistics. And again, when you're graphing, you don't want to hit this graph button. You want to hit zoom, and then down here it says stat. That's what we want to hit whenever you are graphing with your calculator. All of this is algebraic, and then down here, this is where the statistics part comes in. Okay. Last but not least, second mode to get out of here. Under your mode feature, if you have a newer calculator, it'll be under mode. We want to turn our Stack Diagnostic on. There will be a part of the course where you'll need to turn this on, and that's how you get to it. Just hit the mode button, go down to Stat Diagnostics, and turn it on. If you don't have a calculator that has that listed, second number 0. This will list all the functions in your calculator. So notice we have the ANOVA function under, I think it was under tests, or maybe the calculations is listed here. So any function that you may need to grab, or you can't just get to, you can't quite find it, you can always go under the catalog, second number 0, and go and find it. So that's our binomial CDF, binomial PDF, box plot. All that is here under the catalog. So again, I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of the functions that you can find under the Texas Instrument Calculator in the statistics course. Until next time.